Hey guys, how we doing today? This is Real Talks with Ruff, and I'm Alex Ruff, and I'm here to help you become your best self. So, this has been something that I've always kind of stuck with, and it makes a lot of sense for me, and if it makes a lot of sense for you, that's up to you, of course. But it is the idea, or rather kind of the theory, that it falls into the place of right place, right time, and it comes into play with how we're all connected with time. It is the theory or the idea that this business idea that you have, coming out with your revenue or just the way you want to help people, what if that is actually best intended for society, humanity, and the world, or whatever you want to say, your aunt? What if that's best intended later on in life? You're never in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're always where you should be. And this has been known or talked about a lot in the spiritual community with 5D consciousness and 4D and 3D consciousness and all, that you are always where you should be as intended, always. And I agree with this. But I'm adding the little flip note so that way you can make do with it what you like. And this is my theory once again, of course. I'm not too sure if anyone stated it before. But say you're trying your heart out right now. Say you're trying to finish this task, create this business, come up with this song, or create this piece of art, or work for a certain cause, or just start working out even. Anything that you're trying to do right now at this point in time, and say if you feel like you're not disciplined enough, say that, oh, the world's working against you on it, or all these different things come into your life that need your attention, that pull you away from what you're trying to achieve, or basically anything that just makes you not complete said item, that is intentional as well. That is intended, that is planned, that is supposed to happen. And the reason why I say that is because maybe it's supposed to happen later. What if 5 years down the road, this business you're trying to make, this concept you're trying to come out with, this that you feel like will revolutionize the world or your community around you, or even yourself or family or whatnot, what if that song you're supposed to make, that you're trying to make right now, isn't best intended right now? What if 5 years down the road, 10 times the amount of people will benefit, or it's supposed to actually help a certain person later on in life that is supposed to help out, and it's just a chain reaction from there on out? What if, because I'm huge on what ifs, and that's why we're here, Real Talks with Ruff. How's it going, guys? What if that business plan that you really want to come out with doesn't happen for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year? Are you okay with this? So what I'm saying by this, and where I'm going with this, is you should not be beating yourself up. You should not be bringing a hard time upon yourself. You should not be, woe is me, gosh darn it, let me attack this 100 different ways. I mean, you can, and the world is going to see, you know what, this person is so freaking passionate, this person is so freaking driven on accomplishing what they had in mind. You know, that's honorable. But honestly, if for whatever reason, and I'm not saying that this is like something that you should use to your advantage, because once again, this is just a theory. I could be dead wrong on all this, and I'm being honest. I could be dead wrong that that's an out. And I'm not trying to say like, let's look at it like an out. I'm trying to say like, if you're trying to do something and for whatever reason it doesn't work, don't hate yourself for it. That's literally all I'm saying. And I'm also saying too, what if these things are best needed later on? You know, it's kind of just like your best judgment. It's kind of just your intuition, your gut instinct, what feels right. If you're trying and things just aren't clicking, it could be, you know what, let's put this aside for now. Let's put this aside even for a day or two. Trust me on this stuff too. I've been taking mini breaks from, because I've been driving myself crazy with a bunch of different ideas and like what to complete, what to start, what to work on, how am I going to get this started, how am I going to get this done, and it's been driving me nuts. And so I've been taking myself out of the picture and even just thinking of stuff like that's not in the field of what I want to achieve. But more or less just taking a time out, taking a pause, reassessing, readdressing, and just looking out and honestly just taking a break from it. Imagine like you had like a boyfriend or a girlfriend who's just clingy like all the time, like, hey, let's hang out, let's do this, like holding on your arm like constantly, even when you're going to the bathroom. It's gonna get boring after a while, right? It's gonna get old. You're gonna be like, all right, let's breathe a little bit. So if you, because this is kind of where I'm at too. This is exactly where I'm at. I have been so wrapped up in trying to achieve certain things in my life. I'm now learning and witnessing and realizing that stepping away for a little bit, kind of like detaching myself from my from my ideas, has actually been very rewarding in the sense that I've had new insight, I've had new just like realizations, new understanding, and honestly just like I actually have more of like a liking for it. I have more of a passion or just excitement for it rather, because I am done thinking about it for a little bit. And then when I get back onto it, I'm like, yes, this is sick, this is dope, let's do it. So that's a piece of advice for you if you want to take it or not. That's just something that I've experienced and noticed in my recent life that's worked out. But yeah, so I'll leave this question. It's to agree with my theory or to not agree with my theory. I'm curious on what you guys think of. When you are trying to succeed in a certain developmental matter and you want to complete this project, start this and finish this business, make this song, complete the song, produce this song, release this song, whatever it is, and you feel like that there's some sort of resistance in the way, do you feel like that's from your own resistance, your own limiting factors, and just maybe the lack of want or desire to do it, or anything else? Those are just my own examples. Or do you think that it is the universe saying, hey bro, let's wait on this just a little bit? And you can even argue too, there's a third option, and well, this is where my vote is. This is where my vote is. But I'm curious on what yours is. What if they're both together? What if they're both together in the sense that I try super hard to succeed, you throw me resistance. It's like chess, it's back and forth. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then universe is gonna throw some dirt in my face. And I'm gonna wipe it off, and I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm gonna attack more. Then the universe says, you know what? Here's some bills, or here's some extra project for you. Let's do this on the side. And I'm like, okay, let's go with it. And then basically it's tit for tat, this for that, zigzag, any game you want to call it. It's all for a reason. We'll end it like that. Real Talks with Ruff. I'll get you next time.